Well, I'm going to run through... Whoa, what's this guy doing?
I don't know, but he really fucking...
Big girl, she near cleaned you right out. And there's actually a lane there. What is she...
I think I was going to win.
You're definitely going to win at my expense. So we're going to go through the racehorses now if we don't get sideswiped first. On our way... Yeah, she got her single. She slowed down in that lane that was a lane to almost kill everybody in that lane, to get over in the lane behind you to almost kill everybody in that lane.
I didn't stop.
Wow.
I didn't grab up. Not a bit.
So we are on our way to Scioto. What about the Monty Brothers is a yes? What about the other? I guess too far away. 10 minutes away is that wing place.
When you're not on a lay section, I'm a lot of time.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point.
It's an extra hour.
No, you're right. Atlas Hanover. We're going to start off the aged horses. Was an easy winner in Kentucky. I was happy to see it, but I want to see him settle in Ontario before I start getting super excited. I think Ontario will suit him well, but we'll see. He'll prove me right or wrong in the coming weeks. But coming into Ontario with a 8 or 9 or 10 length victory in 52 certainly helps. Greatest Ending. I thought he looked okay the other day, and actually Mark Beckwith had said the same thing. He called me and he said, I thought he'd be a little stronger, but he did tie up a little bit, and this horse is known for that. So I know he's working on his feet, he's working on his tie-up, he knows everything that's going on with the horse. Still, 50-3 equaled his lifetime mark, and the horse looked very, very good doing it. I know he was in a class that he should have won. That doesn't mean that you do, ever. So happy just to see the horse get the job done. Now, H.O. Ballou was in to qualify, I believe. I think they're sending the horse to me, if I'm not mistaken. I have to talk to my brother Mark. I know that Mark Beckwith and Melissa had the horse there in Saratoga, said they didn't think he'd get around a half. They were going to send him to qualify in Tioga. And I said, why don't you just send the horse here? He may not get around Northfield, but I'd qualify him at the Meadows, or I can send him back to Ontario. The sky's the limit, but our staging point for him and for virtually many of our aged horses is right here, at Northfield Park. Maybe not right here, but at Northfield Park. So, H.L. Ballou, how the hell? The only place I don't ever want to leave with how the hell is the 9-hole. He's got the trailing post to Georgian. You know how impossible it's going to be to race how the hell from a trailing post to Georgian? Very hard to do. It would have been very similar to what that lady was attempting to do with her minivan moments ago.
I'll bet against him.
It's going to end better for her than it will for how the hell. I hope to hell that he behaves himself, but this is not ideal in any way, shape, or form by any means. I Forbid You stopped the other day. A little bit of tie-up, some ulcers and stuff going on. I think she was a little bit short also. Were you able to go fast mile with her between her last start and the other day?
No.
Okay, so it might have been a little bit short too. We hope so. She let go where she shouldn't have, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt because I kind of like the mare. I thought she was in a spot definitely to win, probably the easiest trip she's got for us in her life, and it really kind of fell apart. So we'll see how it plays out this week. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions yet. J.K. Mickey Mantle's in tough tonight. I suspect you're going to see him come stateside after tonight's race. He'll either come to Jason or Scioto or somewhere, but he likely won't be staying in Ontario. They're just way too fast in that straight numbers and 5 for him. He's a 51 pacer, but on any given night they might go 49 or 50. In fact, James said they might go 49 tonight in that class. So he's not ready for that. JK Victory raced good, finished 5th, just beat for 3rd off 2 weeks in 49-1. I thought the horse raced very well again. Looks like money tonight racing in New Jersey. He is up to his best work right now. Man, that horse looks good. A little scare Monday that he may be a little sick, but Megan said, as of right now, blood work, scoping, feeling, appetite, everything looks on point and 100% for Looks Like Money. Renegade Gypsy is in to go this week, I believe, at Grand River, Georgian. One of those places he's in to go. I want to see this horse get back on track, and you're going to have to give him a little berth. It takes some time to get the 4-year-olds back rolling to where we remember them as 3-year-olds. We've seen it with a number of them, not just Renegade Gypsy or Resolute Bay, but a number of horses in the past. So, and JK Victory is a perfect example. The 4-year-old season is not like the 3-year-old season. So we'll see if we can get this guy back rolling here in the very short term. Resolute Bay, same type of thing, decent qualifier. Can we turn that into some consistent flat lines and races? I want to say yes, but we'll see. That will be up to him. 3 Point Blue Chip continues to put work in. You're not going to see much of it up. I have to say his name, but you're not going to hear much of an update throughout the summer on this guy. Unbeatable Kemp was awesome the other day. His line is very deceptive. 4 wide, almost going into the turn, backed him into a hole, kind of knifed through, and I thought he raced rather well. Really happy with him. Yo Mister second, not his cup of tea either, but as I said in an earlier video, Brett just playing the hand that he's dealt with this guy. I thought he raced pretty good, really. Good as him. He looks great. He's probably ready to start jogging whenever we get a green light from the vet. Looks great on the wheel. Looks great, coming in and out of the pool. I don't know, he swims good, but he looks in good spirits, and he looks like he's getting his body back in shape of getting back to racing, hopefully. So hopefully we can get him on the track and get him jogging and training throughout the next, it's only July. I don't think you're going to see him on the track till mid-September, maybe end of August. We'll see. That'll be up to the vet, I guess. Locatelli flat right now, and Harry takes it all in stride. He never gives himself too many pats on the back when his barn's crushing, and he was on fire last year. A little bit of a slump right now, doesn't walk around dragging his lip. He knows that this is kind of how horse racing is. There's ups and downs. Locatelli could be better, and hopefully we get his blood back up. He believes that we can get his blood up a little bit. He'll be that much better next week, so we gave him a week off. We'll aim for the week after. No free lunch racing tonight. I know there's been talks about moving him. Harry had said to me, geez, he's got 30,000 made last 5 or 6. We really might have to move this guy somewhere. James had called me and said, I don't know if I move him just yet. Why don't you just see what happens? Obviously, he's not going to pace 48 or 49 right now, but if we can get him back into the swing of things, I don't know if moving him anywhere is going to help. And he might be right. There might be some validity to that. We'll see how he does tonight before we start talking about moving him anywhere. Oakwood Cowboy, off to a poor start for us, but you know what? Looked better the other night. Let's see if we can grow from there. Stay Close, I'd mentioned him in the opening video. We're trying to get his shoeing squared away. It just seems like one thing after another with this guy lately. I get it. You're right. It has been. But we'll see if we can get it squared away. Kings County was awesome his last start. Looks like he's poised to have a great summer into the fall. This guy's paid into a lot of stuff also and is really starting to peak quickly. One for me was off 2 weeks. Had to scratch him because the air quality a week and a half ago, then come right off the shelf and win at 52-2 again, and looked very good doing it. White Tiger getting a little bit of a reprieve from Mohawk tonight in a lower class at Georgian Downs. He should be good in there, I believe. I think it's tonight or tomorrow. No, it's tonight. I think it's tonight. Delicious Stone made a break in his first start for us off the rail in Saratoga. He's in Monday at Plainridge. Patrick DePrana. A lot of people asking me what went on with Patrick. Can I tell you definitively he didn't flip his heart? No, I can tell you he's not in AFib right now. I think a virus, a little bit of sickness, some heat, dehydration. Is it fair to say he may have flipped? Yes, it's possible. But he seems like he's getting back in good spirits now. Mark, I know, I don't know his Melissa or Mark. One of them had messaged me and said that they had a special halter coming that they were going to train him in so that they could read his heart while he was training, just to see if something's going on. But I know that I had mentioned the same thing to Mark. It's probably just a virus and dehydration, and he may have flipped. It's very possible. But you know how to combat that. Lots of fluids. Just give him a break. Let him bounce back and reset. And then move forward, much like we did when he did it on us a couple of years ago. So we'll see how that plays out. He's not going to be in this week. I know they were just doing their due diligence, and they certainly didn't want to see the horse in any harm's way. So they're just trying to be cautious with him right now. What else do we have here? Perlucky. I think I caught in a trap there. I was going to send him to Minnesota. The truck couldn't leave for 12 days. Then I was going to send him to Illinois. I was going to do a lot of things. Ultimately, we just entered him back in Kentucky. And I don't know if that was the right way to go or not, but it is what it is. We'll race him tomorrow. I think he races tomorrow, and then we'll go from there with Perlucky. Took a dive off Dipper. Is out in the field right now getting some grass in Illinois. And Sintra was entered in Grand River and did not get in at Grand River. So I think the most prudent course would be just to re-enter him in the Classic Grand River and hope that he gets in. If he doesn't, then we may call an audible after that. But for right now, he's entered at Grand River. Those are your racehorses. I am going to get to the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds at some point in the near future. We are going to get a bite to eat here after we get the horses unloaded. But for right now, you're all caught up with your opening and your racehorses. Take care.